Australia, often seen as the last frontier of wild, untamed nature, is a land like no other. Isolated for millions of years, this vast island continent hosts an extraordinary array of species, each a testament to resilience and adaptation. From scorching deserts to lush rainforests, Australia's wildlife invites us to marvel at the power of evolution. Join us on The Strong as we explore the remarkable lives of Australia's wild inhabitants. The iconic kangaroo, master of survival and symbol of Australia. The kangaroo, a national emblem as deeply ingrained in Australian identity as the land itself, is not only a cultural icon, but an evolutionary marvel. Kangaroos have adapted to the outback's extreme conditions with unmatched agility and energy efficiency. With powerful hind legs that allow them to leap distances of up to 9 meters and reach speeds of 70 kilometers per hour, kangaroos are natural-born travelers, capable of covering expansive areas in search of food and water. This ability is essential in their habitat, where resources can be scarce and widely dispersed. Kangaroos possess an ingenious physiological adaptation known as saltation, or hopping, which minimizes energy expenditure. When they hop, elastic tendons in their legs store and release energy like a spring, allowing them to cover vast distances with little muscle fatigue. Additionally, kangaroos can go for long periods without drinking, deriving moisture from the plants they consume. During the hottest parts of the day, kangaroos rest in the shade, and they only sweat during high-intensity movement, another adaptation that conserves precious water resources. Socially, kangaroos gather in groups called mobs, led by the dominant male, or boomer, who defends the group from rivals. Within these mobs, kangaroos exhibit intricate social behaviors, including grooming and play fighting, which help reinforce social bonds and hierarchy. Males engage in dramatic boxing matches, using their powerful tails for balance as they deliver formidable kicks to establish dominance. Young joeys, tiny, undeveloped creatures at birth, crawl into their mother's pouch, where they stay protected and nurtured for several months until they're strong enough to venture out on their own. The wallaby, agile navigator of Australia's diverse landscapes. While kangaroos often take center stage, wallabies are equally fascinating and resilient creatures, expertly adapted to Australia's varied environments, including rugged mountains, dense forests, and rocky cliffs. With over 30 species, wallabies exhibit a remarkable range of adaptations, allowing them to thrive in regions where other animals might struggle. Their muscular legs and padded feet make them exceptional climbers and jumpers, nimbly navigating rocky landscapes with ease. This unique agility enables them to access food sources in hard-to-reach places, helping them evade predators and find shelter in challenging terrains. Among them, the yellow-footed rock wallaby stands out with its distinctive orange and yellow fur, which provides excellent camouflage against the arid, rocky surroundings. This species is renowned for its rock-hopping skills, leaping with precision between boulders and ledges, a talent essential for both finding food and escaping danger. Known for being primarily solitary, wallabies typically come together during the mating season, displaying social behaviors like grooming and play, which strengthen bonds within the group. Their adaptability across diverse environments highlights the resilience of wallabies as they persist in the face of habitat challenges and environmental changes. As agile navigators of Australia's landscape, wallabies are a testament to the unique and remarkable diversity of life that thrives on this vast continent. The koala, eucalyptus connoisseur and expert in conservation. The koala, one of Australia's most iconic and beloved animals, is uniquely adapted to a diet of eucalyptus leaves, a food source low in nutrients and toxic to most other animals. Koalas have a highly specialized digestive system that includes an extended cecum, allowing them to break down these tough, fibrous leaves, neutralize toxins, and extract the limited nutrients available. Their slow metabolism plays a crucial role in energy conservation, which is why koalas spend up to 18 hours a day sleeping or resting in the branches of eucalyptus trees, often nestled comfortably in the crook of a tree. Largely solitary animals, koalas maintain overlapping home ranges, which they mark with scent to signal their presence. Males announce themselves with deep, resonant bellows that can carry across the forest, both to attract potential mates and to ward off rivals. This vocalization is a distinct aspect of koala communication, adding to their unique charm. Sadly, koalas face growing threats from habitat destruction, as eucalyptus forests are increasingly cleared for agriculture, urban development, and infrastructure expansion. Combined with the devastating impact of wildfires and diseases like chlamydia, these pressures have led to significant population declines. Conservation efforts are underway to protect this species, including the establishment of protected eucalyptus habitats and breeding programs to bolster numbers. The koala's survival depends on these efforts, as preserving this iconic species is crucial not only for biodiversity, but also as a symbol of Australia's natural heritage. The wombat, skilled burrower and survivor of the underground. With its sturdy, muscular build and unique backward-facing pouch, the wombat is one of Australia's most skilled and fascinating burrowers. This remarkable marsupial uses its powerful front legs and sharp claws to dig extensive tunnel systems that can stretch up to 30 meters, creating complex burrows that offer shelter from predators and protection against extreme weather. These burrows are carefully constructed to maintain a stable temperature, allowing wombats to stay cool during the intense heat of the day and warm during chilly nights, a crucial adaptation in Australia's unpredictable climate. Primarily nocturnal, wombats emerge at night to feed on grasses, roots, and bark, which they grind down with their ever-growing teeth. This dental adaptation allows them to handle tough, fibrous vegetation without wearing down their teeth, a vital trait given the often limited food resources available in their environment. One of the most curious characteristics of wombats is their cube-shaped droppings, a unique adaptation that serves a clear purpose. By producing square droppings, wombats prevent their feces from rolling away, which makes it easier to mark their territory effectively. These distinctive droppings are often placed on raised surfaces, like rocks or logs, to clearly signal the wombat's presence to others in the area. With a slow metabolism, wombats have adapted to Australia's nutrient-poor soils by requiring less food to survive and maximizing nutrient extraction from their diet. These adaptations, combined with their remarkable digging abilities and territorial marking, make the wombat an intriguing example of how animals evolve to thrive in challenging environments. The dingo, Australia's apex land predator and symbol of wild freedom. The dingo, Australia's wild dog, arrived on the continent around 4,000 years ago, likely introduced by seafarers. Since then, it has evolved into a keystone species, playing an essential role in maintaining the balance of Australia's ecosystems. Agile, intelligent, and highly adaptable, dingoes help control populations of smaller mammals and invasive species, such as rabbits and feral cats, which can disrupt local biodiversity. Their presence helps to sustain a balanced food web, preventing overpopulation of certain animals that could otherwise harm vegetation and other wildlife. Dingoes exhibit a sophisticated social structure within their packs, much like wolves, with an alpha pair leading and guiding the group. These packs are typically made up of close relatives, and their cooperation strengthens hunting efficiency, particularly when pursuing larger prey. Communication among pack members is intricate, involving a combination of howling, scent marking, and body language to establish and defend territories, maintain pack cohesion, and signal each other over large distances. In Australian culture, dingoes occupy a complex and sometimes contradictory role. On one hand, they are admired for their role in nature and are even celebrated in folklore and Indigenous Australian spirituality. Indigenous Australians often revere dingoes, seeing them as powerful beings with significant spiritual and totemic roles. Dingoes appear in traditional stories as guides and protectors, and some Indigenous groups regard them as symbols of survival and adaptability in a harsh environment. However, in agricultural areas, dingoes are often seen as threats due to their occasional predation on livestock, especially sheep. This has led to human-dingo conflicts, with farmers advocating for measures to protect their herds. Conservation efforts today strive to balance protecting wild dingo populations with addressing the concerns of farming communities, focusing on sustainable coexistence strategies. Efforts include dingo-proof fencing, relocation programs, and community education, highlighting the need to respect this keystone species while managing its impact on agricultural practices. The Tasmanian devil, fearsome scavenger, and cultural icon. Native to the rugged island of Tasmania, the Tasmanian devil is a keystone species and an essential part of its ecosystem. Known for its powerful bite and fierce vocalizations, this nocturnal scavenger helps keep its environment clean by consuming carcasses and even bones, reducing the spread of disease and recycling nutrients into the ecosystem. With exceptionally strong jaws capable of crushing bone, Tasmanian devils maximize nutrient intake from their meals, a critical trait in their competitive habitat where food can sometimes be scarce. However, Tasmanian devils face a severe threat from devil facial tumor disease, DFTD, a rare, contagious cancer that has ravaged their population since it was first observed in the 1990s. This disease, which spreads through biting, a common behavior among devils during feeding and social interactions, has led to a dramatic decline, putting the species at risk of extinction in the wild. To combat this crisis, conservationists have established breeding programs and created DFTD-free sanctuary zones where devils can breed safely and contribute to the recovery of their species. Beyond their ecological role, Tasmanian devils are also cultural icons for Tasmania, embodying resilience and the wild spirit of the island. They symbolize survival against the odds, revered both locally and internationally as a symbol of Tasmania's unique wildlife. Efforts to save the Tasmanian devil underscore the broader importance of preserving even the most formidable animals that play vital roles in their habitats, reminding us of the need to protect biodiversity and respect the intricate balance of nature. The cockatoo, playful communicator and symbol of wisdom. Cockatoos, with their striking plumage and expressive crests, are among Australia's most vibrant and intelligent birds. Known for their loud vocal abilities, cockatoos communicate through a range of squawks and screeches that can carry for kilometers, serving as alerts, mating calls, or simply playful exchanges with their flock members. Their strong beaks enable them to crack open tough nuts, peel bark, and manipulate objects, which highlights their impressive problem-solving abilities and adaptability. Cockatoos are highly social creatures, often forming large flocks where they engage in playful and acrobatic displays. These intelligent birds have been observed mimicking sounds, including human speech, and even picking up on cues from human interactions. Their playful nature makes them a delight to watch in the wild, as they perform aerial flips, engage in synchronized movements, and imitate sounds from their surroundings. In Indigenous Australian culture, cockatoos hold a symbolic place as spiritual messengers and figures of wisdom. Many Indigenous communities view cockatoos as symbols of communication and connection, embodying the spirit of the land and the skies. They often feature in traditional stories and are depicted in Indigenous art, representing the deep connection between people and the natural world. In agricultural regions, cockatoos' natural curiosity and intelligence sometimes lead to conflict. These birds can be destructive, damaging crops and even infrastructure as they explore their surroundings. Their tendency to gather in large numbers amplifies their impact on farms, reminding us of the complex balance required between wildlife conservation and human livelihood. Programs that educate communities on humane methods of managing cockatoo populations are increasingly important in addressing this challenge, while respecting the ecological and cultural significance of these unique birds. The emu, swift runner and dedicated parent. The emu, towering at up to 2 meters, is Australia's largest native bird and a swift runner capable of speeds up to 50 kilometers per hour. Emus have strong, muscular legs with large three-toed feet, which provide them with stability and speed, essential traits for covering the vast distances of Australia's open landscapes in search of food and water. This incredible speed, combined with their endurance, makes them well suited to the harsh and unpredictable conditions of the outback, where resources can be spread thinly across large areas. Emus have a unique parenting structure, especially among birds. After mating, the female lays a clutch of eggs and leaves the responsibility of incubation to the male. The male emu takes on the role of sole caretaker, incubating the eggs for about 8 weeks without leaving the nest for food or water. This period of fasting and vigilance showcases the male emu's remarkable dedication, as he survives on stored body fat and water obtained from morning dew. Once the eggs hatch, the male continues to care for the chicks, guiding them to food sources and teaching them survival skills. Emu chicks are born with distinctive brown and cream stripes that provide camouflage against the ground, a helpful adaptation in their exposed environment. For several months, the father leads his brood, protecting them from threats until they are old enough to fend for themselves. As national symbols, emus hold a special place in Australia's heritage. They appear on the Australian coat of arms alongside the kangaroo, representing progress and the spirit of resilience, as both animals are known for their inability to move backward easily. Emus remind us of the beauty of Australia's unique wildlife and the intricate social behaviors that have evolved in this diverse land. The saltwater crocodile, ancient predator with unmatched power. The saltwater crocodile, known locally as the salty, is one of Australia's most fearsome and ancient predators, having roamed the region's waters for millions of years. Capable of reaching lengths of up to 7 meters, and weighing over a ton, these crocodiles are powerful ambush hunters, patiently lying in wait near the water's edge. When an unsuspecting prey approaches, the salty launches a sudden, powerful attack with lightning speed. Their immensely strong jaws and signature death roll technique, where they spin their prey to disorient and break it apart, make them some of the most formidable predators in the animal kingdom. Saltwater crocodiles are remarkable for their adaptability, thriving in both freshwater and saltwater environments. This versatility allows them to inhabit rivers, estuaries, swamps, and even coastal seas, where they often travel between freshwater and saltwater regions. This adaptability has enabled them to dominate a variety of habitats, helping control populations of fish, birds, and other animals, which in turn supports the balance within their ecosystems. For Indigenous Australians, crocodiles hold deep spiritual significance and are often regarded as totemic animals, symbolizing power and resilience. Many Indigenous communities have stories and legends involving crocodiles, seeing them as both protectors and cautionary figures, reminding people of the strength and unpredictability of nature. In recent years, conservation efforts have aimed to protect saltwater crocodiles due to their vital role in aquatic ecosystems. As apex predators, they help maintain the balance within their habitats by controlling the populations of their prey. Preserving saltwater crocodile populations is essential not only for their own survival, but also for the broader health of Australia's waterways, which rely on the presence of such powerful predators to sustain biodiversity. The quokka, the happiest animal in the world with a unique survival strategy. The quokka, a small marsupial known for its cheerful appearance, has earned the nickname the world's happiest animal. Native to Rottnest Island and a few other coastal regions in Western Australia, these adorable creatures have adapted to survive in harsh, dry environments. Quokkas rely primarily on a diet of grasses, leaves, and bark, from which they extract the moisture they need to survive, allowing them to thrive without needing frequent access to water sources. Despite their friendly and approachable appearance, quokkas possess an unusual survival tactic. If threatened by a predator, a mother quokka may abandon her young to increase her own chances of escape. This harsh but effective strategy ensures that adults have the opportunity to reproduce again, thereby continuing the species. While it may seem ruthless, this behavior highlights the instinctive drive for survival that quokkas, like many animals, have developed in response to predation pressures in their environment. The global popularity of selfies with quokkas has brought considerable attention to their conservation needs, as increasing tourism to Rottnest Island has raised concerns about human impact on their habitats. Conservationists emphasize the importance of responsible tourism, encouraging visitors to respect the natural behaviors and needs of these animals. Protecting quokka habitats is essential to preserving the species, as these remarkable creatures remind us of the balance required between human enjoyment of wildlife and the importance of conserving natural environments for generations to come. The cassowary, guardian of the rainforest and danger in disguise. With its vivid blue skin, striking casque, and muscular legs, The cassowary is one of Australia's most captivating yet dangerous birds. Often called living dinosaurs due to their prehistoric appearance, cassowaries are flightless birds that can grow over 1.7 meters tall. These unique creatures are vital to the tropical rainforest ecosystems of northern Australia, particularly in Queensland, where they play an indispensable role in maintaining biodiversity. Cassowaries consume large amounts of fallen fruit, swallowing it whole and dispersing seeds throughout the forest. By doing so, they support the regeneration of various plant species, including many that depend exclusively on cassowaries for seed dispersal, making them true gardeners of the rainforest. Cassowaries are highly territorial and can be aggressive if they feel threatened, defending themselves with sharp, dagger-like claws on each foot. A well-placed kick from a cassowary can inflict severe injury, making them one of the few bird species capable of seriously harming humans if provoked. Their unique casque, or helmet-like crest, grows larger as they age and may serve multiple purposes. It helps them push through dense vegetation, provides a means of displaying dominance, and may even help amplify their low-frequency sounds, which travel long distances through the rainforest. In Indigenous Australian culture, the cassowary is a creature of both reverence and caution, symbolizing the rainforest's beauty and the inherent danger of the wild. Many Indigenous communities respect the cassowary as a totem animal, with stories and traditions that highlight its importance within the natural world. Australia's diverse wildlife, guardians of an ancient land. Australia's wildlife is a testament to the continent's unique evolution, resilience, and adaptability, showcasing some of the most distinctive creatures on Earth. Each species, from the kangaroo bounding across vast plains to the saltwater crocodile lurking in tropical rivers, represents the delicate balance of life that has thrived in this challenging and often extreme environment. Beyond their ecological roles, many of these animals are cultural icons, embodying the power, mystery, and beauty of the Australian landscape. However, Australia's unique wildlife now faces unprecedented challenges. Climate change has brought increased heat waves, droughts, and devastating wildfires that threaten many species' habitats. Deforestation and land development continue to reduce natural habitats, fragmenting ecosystems and isolating animal populations. Invasive species, such as feral cats, rabbits, and foxes, disrupt the native ecosystem, preying on vulnerable wildlife and competing for resources. To ensure that Australia's animals continue to thrive, conservation efforts are more critical than ever. Protected areas, breeding programs, and educational campaigns all play a role in safeguarding these species, along with strategies to manage invasive species and reduce habitat destruction. Preserving Australia's natural wonders is not only an environmental responsibility, but a commitment to future generations, offering them the chance to experience the richness and complexity of one of the world's most extraordinary continents. The resilience of these unique animals serves as a reminder of nature's strength and the importance of protecting the delicate ecosystems they call home.